Black knot is a fungus that is prominently on ornamental trees in North America. Typically right now we're seeing them on cherries, plums. It can spread to most fruit trees, so pears. A lot of times you can find it on oaks or sweet gums. It does spread, but it's typically plums and cherries, and then other fruit trees are more susceptible. So it spreads by air, through just wind travel, or by improper cleaning of equipment. So if you have a crew come to maintain a tree that already has black knot, maybe they don't notice it and they don't clean their equipment between trees, you can transfer it from tree to tree that way as well. The spores open up in the spring, so it's more susceptible to spread in the spring. And just a big gust of wind can kind of take it from one tree and blow it onto the next. So if you have a neighbor down the street that has black knot on their plum, you might want to ask them to get it out. If you have plums on your property, it will make its way up to you. In this industry, we tend to call it the cancer of trees because it usually doesn't get detected until it's too far along. It's kind of hard to treat. Most of the time we just recommend removing the tree completely or whatever's contaminated. There is a little bit of prevention you can do if you notice a small amount on a tree, but usually it's not caught until it's too far gone. You can try and prune out some of the wood that might have some of the fungus on it. Try and prevent it. Make sure you clean your pruners if you're doing that, but typically it just ends up taking over. The best way is just to remove it completely and not plant the trees that are susceptible to it. So typically it will eventually decrease the overall vigor of the plant. It slows leaf production, so that's normally when people notice that they have it, it's because they notice there's not as many leaves or flower buds on it, and they're kind of like, why does my tree look different this year? It hasn't bloomed as much, I haven't gotten as much foliage. And then if you go up and look at the stems, you notice the galls on it. So eventually the tree will not flower at all if it gets bad enough. It will eventually just die completely, but it takes a couple of years before it completely knocks the tree out.